How much is my final salary pension scheme worth in 2023? This is a conversation we hear a lot from clients on the telephone and via email. It's really important to clarify this for you so you understand it clearly when making your pension decisions. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. I know a lot of you are not subscribed. Please do this to let YouTube know that we're a great channel and to keep pushing our content to more people. Okay, so there's a really big difference between what your final salary or defined benefit pension scheme is worth with a cash equivalent transfer value. So anyone who's looking to transfer their DB or final salary scheme, the two terms are interchangeable, effectively you normally would have had a cash equivalent transfer value from your savings scheme in the UK. This is a 20, 30, 40, 60, 70 page document which confirms from your UK scheme how much money they will give you now as a cash transfer out amount, typically to a SIPP, an SIPP, in order for you to extinguish your rights inside the scheme and to completely move out, as we say. This is very different from the scheme annual pension, which they promise to pay you from your normal retirement age. If you want to understand either of these in more detail, you can use the link below to book an appointment with myself or one of our senior financial advisors. Okay, so let's clarify the difference between the two again. Cash equivalent transfer value is what they will give you to transfer out and extinguish your rights inside the scheme. Your scheme annual pension that you will receive at your normal retirement age, or NRA as they like to call it, or NRD, normal retirement date, depending on your scheme, at 60 or 65 does not change. In fact, this will actually continue going up in value if you do not complete a final salary pension transfer. Now, when I say up in value, it's obviously in line typically with RPI, CPI, whatever the indexation level is inside your final salary scheme. So when people say, what is my final salary worth in 2023 or 2024, 2025, it doesn't matter. The big difference, what they're offering you to transfer out now and what you'll get in the future. So a lot of clients will say, oh, I've missed, my final salary scheme is now worth nothing. It's barely worth anything. It's 60, 70% down, or it's 40% down, because what they're talking about is their cash equivalent transfer value. With gilt rates and yields in the United Kingdom, which have obviously gone bananas with the current interest rates and stuff we have, a lot of people's CETVs have come down in value. But this doesn't mean that your pension has lost value or that it's less valuable, not at all. Your defined benefit scheme is still as valuable as it was before, and as I said, it can actually be more valuable if you keep it for your normal retirement date. So a lot of people were saying, well, Dominic, if that's the case, then why would anyone even consider transferring out their final salary scheme in 2023 or 2024? There have been times in the past when they were offered a higher cash equivalent transfer value. Yes, it's completely true. If you're one of those clients who is only looking for the value, the highest possible value point of moving out of a defined benefit scheme, let's be honest, the end of 2022 and start of 2023 have not been the most valuable times to move out of your scheme if that's how you define value. However, from a pension transfer specialist perspective, once we put you through for your authorized advice with them, they're not really interested in the multiples. Of course, if you have a very high multiple or a very low multiple, it will be a factor. But what they're more interested in is suitability of advice. Why do you want to transfer in the first place? Remember, you get a guaranteed income from life from your DB scheme. It means you need to do zero SWAT in your retirement. You just sit there and you will get guaranteed growth, RPI, CPI, indexation within your scheme. You don't have to find a financial advisor. You don't have to worry about investments. If markets go through turmoil, you haven't got to worry about it. Your defined benefit pension income they're going to pay you will continue to go up. Now, some people will say, and as I've put on the channel, DB schemes have been underfunded. Yes, this is a very big problem. I do agree with you. However, there is the pension protection fund in the UK that will accept you, and obviously you'll then get 90% of your scheme annual pension, typically speaking. So it's really important when you're thinking about these defined benefit pensions to understand how it is going to affect the value and what you need to do in terms of transferring out. Now, you may say, Dominic, I understand my pension scheme before was worth 800,000 for cash equivalent transfer value. It's now worth 650,000. Okay, I missed the boom in 2020 or 2021. However, based on my personal situation, such as wanting to pass all of it on to my beneficiaries. So for example, if you have money, you have income, maybe you don't want 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 grand a year in your retirement from age 60 or 65. Maybe it's going to push you into a higher tax bracket in the UK. Maybe you'd rather leave all the money invested for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years and pass it on to your children or your grandchildren, whoever you want. That can be a very good reason or potential rationale for someone transferring out to a SIPP. Again, it's likely not enough rationale for a pension transfer specialist to say that you should give up your guaranteed income, because why should you? Inside a SIPP, it's not guaranteed. Your defined benefit scheme is by definition guaranteed. Other people may also be looking at it and saying, Dominic, I want to vary the type of income that I have in retirement. Yes, I know my defined benefit scheme is going to pay me, for example, £20,000 a year for my renewal retirement date. However, the first 10 years of retirement, I want to have a luxury retirement. I want to spend, I want to enjoy, I want to visit my kids, I want to do this, I want to do that. And in later years in retirement, I want less money. I'll be more humble, I'll stay at home, or I'll do more chilled things. So a lot of people want to vary the level of income they have during retirement, whilst with a defined benefit scheme, it will just kick out the annual pension that you're going to have. Other clients will say, Dominic, I understand my defined benefit scheme is very valuable, safeguarded, gold-plated, etc. However, if you actually look at the returns to my defined benefit scheme over the course of time, by following a 60, 70, 80, 90, or even 100% equity-weighted portfolio, I believe over the course of time, I can outperform my DB scheme. Now, to be 100% equity-weighted, you need to be basically have a huge risk tolerance and be adventurous. So the majority of people come in the balanced category, which is 60 to 65%. However, if you look at even a balanced portfolio, 5-year track record here at Cameron James is about 53% over the course of 5 years. Obviously minus our 5% charges, 1% a year Cameron James have to come off that. That's effectively been our returns over the course of 5 years. So a lot of clients say, actually, I feel comfortable with the level of risk of investing inside a balanced or higher portfolio compared to keeping my DB scheme. I actually think I could be better off. Obviously, past performance is no guide to future performance. Because our portfolio performed well for 5 years is absolutely no guarantee that it will continue to perform well in the future. So that's just some key reasons, guys, and you've got to be really careful when you're talking about what is your final salary pension scheme worth. Don't get confused. A cash equivalent transfer is what they will offer you. Your scheme pension always remains extremely valuable and will continue to grow. Guys, I hope you found that a useful video. Let me know if you have any questions. Head over to the comment section and I look forward to personally responding to you. And as always, take care of your UK pension assets.